Hi everyone and welcome to Acquiring English and Building Vocabulary Studies. Yes, our story is going on and of course along with the story or by means of the story, we will increase our vocabulary as well. Okay, the first word, as you see, is minute. Yeah, this is not minute. For example, 10 minutes, 5 minutes, this is minute as a noun, means very small, extremely small, quite little. Miniature, yeah, mini. Minute means mini, tiny. Seed, yes, a minute seed, for example. Uh, Seed plants memory core similar to the one in a computer, or similar to the core in a computer. Grain, for example. Seed is also grain. Kernel is also grain. Seed is also grain. Yes. Origin of something, origin of a tree, for example, uh, is saved in the seed of that tree, because the seed of that tree is the memory core of that tree. Okay. Core, the heart or inner part of a thing. Yes, core. Grain, a single seed of grain, grain of wheat, for example, grain of rice, grain of corn, yes, grain of wheat. Bear is a verb to carry something. Raise, lift, elevate, enhance, or beautify. Yes, beautify something, but here also physically as well, lifting or raising something. Cauldron, a large bowl-shaped pot used for boiling over an open flame. Yes, bowl-shaped pot, bowl-shaped container. Okay, cauldron. Okay, spring is a noun, a place where water emerges from the ground. Yes, spring is a place where water comes, yes, comes out from the ground. Okay. Emerges from, comes from the ground, or emanate from. There is also a beautiful verb in place of emerge from. Emanate from the ground. Rootlet, yeah, here again, small root, tiny root, minute root or rootlet. Small root or division of a root. Okay. Pierce as a verb, to force a way into or through. Yes, to force a way, for example, piercing the ear. Yes, piercing the ear of ladies and girls. They pierce. They try to force a way into or through the ear, to penetrate, to enter the ear and to penetrate it. To penetrate it means to go from one side, from this side, for example, to the other side of it. Yes, penetrate. Abundance means plenty, full, richness, or wealth. Yes. To be enlightened as well. It has the meaning of to be enlightened. Okay, prolificacy. Yes, it's a beautiful noun. Yes, prolificacy, fruitfulness, fertility. Yes, adjective form, prolific, fruitful, fertile. Yes, productive. Okay. And these are also beautiful expressions. The treasury of mercy. Yeah, the treasury of mercy. The kitchens of divine power. Yes, so, or a miracle of divine power. There are uh, innumerable foods uh, being cooked for all the needy beings. Okay, and it also requires, that situation also requires a divine power, an endless power. The abundance of mercy, yes, of course, the distribution of those foods and drinks also requires an abundance of mercy. Yes. Pierce and pass through is also a beautiful expression, not breaking into pieces, but pierce and pass through. Okay, piercing and passing through. Okay, these are the two sentences of the previous video. Let me read them first. You would be certain that he had not acted in his own name and through his own power. Yes. Who was he or she? Who was that person? I think it started like this. If you saw a single person, now there isn't a person like this, but imagine that. Let's imagine if you saw a single person uh, who uh, driving the inhabitants of a place, a lot of thousands of inhabitants of a place, you would be certain that he had not acted in his own name and through his own power, but he had acted in the name of a king, in the name of the law, or in the name of the government. Yes, and relying on, depending on, trusting in the power of the king. Okay. Yes, in the same way, in the example, in the same way, all things act in the name of Almighty God. For minor things like seeds and grains bear huge trees on their heads, they raise lots like mountains, because they act in the name of Almighty God, the all-powerful God. Okay, shall I take your attention to the grammatical part of this sentence? For if you saw a single person, true, grammatically true, but if you say, if you were to see a single person, okay, this is more emphatic. It is just like saying, it's also true, for example, if you were going to see a single person who was driving thousands of inhabitants of a town, for example, you would be certain, yes, you would be certain that he had not acted in his own name and through his own power, but we would be uh, uh, 99% certain that he had not acted in his own name, but he had acted in the name of Almighty God. And he had acted through the infinite power infinite might of Almighty God. Yes. That means all three say, yeah, that situation tells us that in the name that all three say, yeah, okay, all three say they recite in the name of God. They recite Bismillah in the name of God. So, and then everything becomes extremely easy for them. Fill their hands. Sorry. That means all three say in the name of God. Fill their hands from the treasury of mercy and offer them to us. Yes. And all gardens say in the name of God. All gardens say in the name of God and become cauldrons from the kitchens of divine power in which are cooked numerous varieties of different foods. All blessed animals like cows, camels, sheep, and goats say in the name of God. As a result, they produce springs of milk from the abundance of mercy, offering us a most delicate and pure food like the water of life elixir in the name of the provider, God the provider. The roots and rootlets, yes, minute roots, okay? Rootlets, minute roots, small roots, mini roots, okay? The roots and rootlets, soft as silk of plants, trees, and grasses, say in the name of God, and pierce and pass through hot rock and earth. Okay, without breaking them into pieces, they just, what do they just do? They just pierce and pass through hard rock and earth. Okay, yes, this is all for now. And until next time, stay well and happy.